Hello everyone! Do you know what is this? This is the largest rental apartment in Hangzhou. And it's said that it can contain up to 30,000 people, but currently they live around 20,000. And you know who are these people? Actually, they're most of them influencers or office workers. And look at these densely packed grid rooms. It's called urban mosaic. Let's check it together. My name is Yasmin, an Italian content creator. My mom is Italian, my father is German. They met in India and I was born in France. My parents really liked the flower and they wanted to give me that flower as my first name. They thought that it's better to give an international name because they already knew that I would travel and discover the world. I grew up with a family, multicultural and multilingual. They made me be more open and inclusive. I speak 5 languages and I'm trying to learn Chinese, hopefully. I'm currently living in Hangzhou. I'm studying International Affairs and Global Governance, master degree in Zhejiang University. My life in here is very active. I am making content showing the beautiful Hangzhou and the beautiful China. I do write and edit by myself, but I also do have the help of my friend and also my classmate, Brushti. This is very important because people maybe think it's just a lot of fun or you're going to see a lot of places, but behind the scene, it's also a hard work. Beautiful time. And we are blessed without any rain. Hi everyone. So now I'm here in the lake, one of the landmarks of Hangzhou. As you can see, we have dragon boats, pagoda boats, and an incredible scenery.
Few more takes?
Maybe 0.5. So we can see better also the surrounding, not only me, you know? Maybe let's start it like this, okay, as I usually do. Let's start it like this. 大家好! We're very blessed right now. It's very full of influencers, social media people here because the scenery is great and I welcome you all in Hangzhou. Oh, I love it already. Yes, very good. And it's raining, it's starting to rain. Yes, I love it. It's very inspirational being here and living here for a content creator. For example, in Italy, you can be a little bit shy recording yourself. It's seen maybe in a different way, but in China and especially in Hangzhou, it's very accepted and people are actually seeing it as a profession, as something serious. Also them are more professional. So for example, the cameras they use, the lighting, we tend to hide ourselves when we film. While here I can see that it's super accepted and people will not judge you if they see you with your phone in your hand. So it's very welcoming here.
Can I ask you 2 questions for interview?
Okay.
Okay. Do you mind if I film it now?
No, it's okay. I was filming anyway.
Okay, cool, awesome. So, what was the first culture shock?
When I came the first time in China?
Yeah.
Okay, for me, actually, was the perspective that I had about China as a Westerner. I didn't know that 中国人很热情. Chinese people are very welcoming and incredibly nice, especially with foreigners. So for me, it was kind of a shock.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Italy. Like,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the people in Hangzhou, they are more like very inclusive, like they are very kind, very friendly. Yeah.
I felt the same. I was very shocked actually because while, for example, with TikTok, it became viral very soon. So after a few hours, I already had 7 million views. I never thought that it would be a hit also in China because I didn't post it on Chinese social media. I'd have to thank someone that just posted my videos because then I had a lot of opportunities after that videos, especially in the Chinese social media. Definitely changed my life. It gave me even more passion to recreate maybe more videos and to show the world how China is. And it made me very happy to see a lot of foreigners appreciating China and appreciating my videos. And this made me really happy because I think it really deserved it, especially China deserves this appreciation. I think it's totally normal to have bad comments. Sometimes people, when they don't know so much about the country, they tend to judge it. And I hope that with my videos, they will start to learn more and more about it and maybe they will change their mind. But it's okay to have negative comments. It doesn't affect my work and my attitude towards it. And hopefully people can come and see by their own eyes. The first time I came to China, it was actually in 2018. To go to China, it was my biggest dream as an Italian. Marco Polo was a very big inspiration. Since I was very little, I was 4 years old, my grandma would read me the Travels of Marco Polo, that in Italian is called Il Milione. Little by little, I started to be more and more curious about this very far away, incredible country that he was speaking about. And especially about Hangzhou. He mentioned Hangzhou many times. From his book, I could really see his love for this city. Guys, guess who I'm looking at it almost now? Marco Polo statue. Oh! Hangzhou, la città celeste, più bella e più splendida del mondo. Marco Polo. The renowned Italian traveler Marco Polo traveled to Hangzhou as early as 700 years ago. Marco Polo was the first person building a bridge for cultural exchange between Hangzhou and Europe. It makes me a little bit emotional because he is one actually of the real reason why I am here right now in China. Something that maybe people may not know is that Marco Polo is not the first European that went to China, but he was the first person who lived the testimony, who wrote about China to the world, to Europe. And so this is the first testimony we have about China and about many other countries in Asia. Sometimes people do give me as a current Marco Polo in a way, and for me it's too much, obviously. I'm just showing a little bit of how he is. But in fact, you want to give a more exposure to a country, to a region that is maybe less known, or very little things are known. And at this time, obviously, only by a book, right? He could talk and say about China or about other countries, India and so on. But with me, I do it with my shorts or reels or TikToks. And in a way, I show maybe hidden parts of China, of the world that are not so much seen. About this city, I like the fact that it's both modern but also diverse. It's an ancient city with a young heart. So in Hangzhou, I usually go shopping. As an Italian, even without maybe doing it on purpose, I really care a lot about the outfit or about fashion, and even though maybe it's not the main content, it's actually a very important value that I give. Italy is one of the fashion hub in Europe, while Hangzhou is one of the major places that produce clothes in China. So it's definitely not hard to find both clothes or fashion inspiration here. You don't have to go to a shopping mall to find a fashion inspiration. Maybe from this museum, I'll find something that I like.
Hello, Molly. I'm Chongqing.
I mean, it's really hard to imagine that there were such incredible designs and silk at that time, so many years ago, and they inspired the whole world.
Let's move on to fashion gallery.
Okay. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is amazing. I would like to make a video from here, cinematic for this one, because it's a masterpiece. Mamma mia. I would wear all of them in my daily life. Going out like this, go to my university and wearing this. You know, I'm Italian and I come from Italy, and fashion is our landmark. So we have Fashion Week, we have luxury brands that are quite well known everywhere in the world. I mean, China is really powerful across the globe. Even in terms of fashion, it was already built the connection centuries ago, right? I really like to speak with Chinese people, so they're very welcoming people, definitely, especially if you say 2 or 3 sentences in Chinese, you will light up their day, because they know that Chinese is not an easy language, and we took a little bit of effort in order to learn both the culture but also obviously the language. I think there is a lot of curiosity from both sides, so both Chinese are very curious to know more about us, but also for me the same, so to know more about China. And I'm a very social person, being open and passionate, so these one are the main thing that maybe helped me to build my career as an influencer. So So first of all, she is my friend Brushti, and we are going to Pian Pian Noodle. That is one of our best places to eat. We made actually a video. Their character is the hardest character to write in Chinese. 您好，我是茉莉，你知道啊？
知道了，经常来的嘛。
对呀，对呀。你的 Pian Pian Noodle 非常好吃，
好吃吗？
对呀，非常好吃。
我感到很高兴啊，因为外国朋友嘛，能到我们店来吃咱们这个手工面，再一个是我们这个三清文化嘛，能传递外国去也很好嘛。要不我们坐这里啊？
好，谢谢啊。This man and together with his wife, they have a lot of passion.
谢谢你了。
哪里。For us, it's incredible to see how a character can be so complicated, and you can see the culture also of China inside of this character.
确实是难写，这个笔画很多的。要么我帮你把这个教学一下嘛，好吗？
好的。
中间有个马
是什么？
马，大马的马
the 马 of course.
马，坐个车逛咸阳，写的不错，可以，写的很好。
马马虎虎。我要送给你一个礼物。
谢谢。
招财进宝。
谢谢茉莉，招财进宝，茉莉送的。
I've been to many places in China, and everywhere I go, I really want to try the typical food. And I try to record and to make some videos about it to show the culture, but also the delicious food of the province. And I'm very happy to see that on TikTok, these videos are getting more and more popular, and people really appreciate and want to see more about Chinese food. So good. 好吃。I do consider to stay in China longer. It really depends of the opportunities. I always say that China is a little my lucky place and my happy place too. So when I'm in China, I know that nice things can happen to me. For my future plans, to be really honest, I never thought about signing with companies. I'm open to everything, but in my opinion, for now, I'm really more willing to be by myself, choosing where to shoot and what to shoot. I would like to do live streaming about my traveling rather than to selling products. My passion is to show the diversity of the world and show diversity of the cultures, being respectful while sharing. So for me, this is not even a job, it's just a passion that I have. As I mentioned before, when you don't know about something, you tend to judge it. While showing new places, for example, more and more Chinese know about Pisa Tower or about Rome, Roma or Milan. Same as Italians, they get to know not only about Beijing, but they get to know more and more also about maybe the people, so Chinese people, Chinese culture. I guess that this can bring together also, and we have a lot of things in common. We have a lot of values in common. We value a lot our families. The food is very important for both of us. I think that even in the future, I hope we will get to share more things together. Knowing more about each other, understanding more each other, can promote more friendship with each other.